their one-day teams. Bangladesh A take on New Zealand A in a few minutes at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. This is the first of...
Sean, you're going to spin the coin, please. Heads is the call.
And it's hit.
It's a head. Nick, what have you decided and why?
We decided to have a bet.
This is how the 11 looks like of Bangladesh and New Zealand. Nurul Hassan, the skipper, Anamul Haq Bijoy. And as we already know that
As the two openers, Rice Mario and Dale Phillips. The clock striking 9 a.m. A good start by Shoriful on the money. Outside edge. But unfortunate for the bowler. Goes between the first slip and keeper for the first boundary. Ooh, this looks closer. And the finger goes up. This time, Shoriful gets his wicket, gets his man. Phillips has to walk.
and removes Dale Phillips from the equation. On the line, bit of movement and beats the bat to hit the pads. Easy decision for Tanvir Ahmed, the experienced campaigner.
Ooh, now the finger once again goes up. And that's the second wicket. Another batter out LBW.
During his wicket, and Matt Boyle has to depart. Just have a look how beautifully he swung the ball, and there was a big gap between the bat and pad as well. So that's wicket number 2 for Bangladesh.
Oh, another one, and this time it's another duck. Abbas has to go without troubling the scorers.
And then some extra bounce and movement completely beats the batter. Just have a look, he had no clue whatsoever what the ball was doing. Beautiful.
Gorgeous. Beautifully played. Rice Mario. Will it go all the way? Yes, it does. Oh, how about that? The appeal. Big appeal. Ghazi Sohail unmoved. Clean bowled. All ends up. The captain has to depart. Shoriful with...
The off stump went cartwheeling, and he celebrates, and that's such a pleasant sight for any fast bowler. Beautiful delivery, just took the outside edge. There was an opportunity of catch.
Full toss, flick that away, we'll get a boundary. A rare bad delivery by Shoriful.
Rice Mario. Tanvir comes back once again. The keeper makes a bit of mistake, and that will run away for a boundary.
Going for the reverse, place that fine, will find the boundary again. This time,
Once again sweeps it and finds another one.
nicely played, finds the gap and gets the boundary. Drifting down the leg side, flicking that away. Fielder at deep square leg. Drifting down the leg side, is that a catch? Fielder seems so, but umpire, he also thinks it's a...
And New Zealand are losing wickets in regular intervals. It was leg side-ish. Perhaps off the gloves, I reckon. Once again, it's a beauty. They're appealing for it. They look confident. Shuhan still appealing, but no response from Tanvir Ahmed.
Played that fine, nicely swept, and will get the boundary to turn. That's what I was saying. As Mario finally lost his cool coming down the track and got stumped, a brilliant delivery by Tanvir Islam to undone the danger man Mario.
He was the set player. We were talking about how well he played, but look at that beautiful guile. And
Oh, was that a catch? The reaction says so. Then a lot slower delivery and the finger goes up. That looked tight to me, Shanur.
slightly unlucky. Let's have a look. Umpire Tanvir Ahmed agreeing to the appeal.
Ho ho! He's gone. Clark goes, the first delivery that he faced, a gem of a delivery by Tanvir.
And look at that, just grazing the top of off Sohan.
Short ball, pull that away. And will find the boundary. Another very good looking shot by Foxcroft. Going for the reverse. And will get the boundary over the fielder's head at short third. Coming down the track. Plays that straight over the bowler's head for a boundary. Was that an edge? Yeah, given. A great comeback by Khalid Ahmed after being hit by a boundary. He gets his man.
In this match, it was a bumper, and 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗃𝗃 couldn't help himself, as is the case with these lower order players when they see.
Slower delivery. Plays that nicely. Mid-on was inside. Nicely played. Picked that away.
Coming down the track, the outside edge is induced and it goes to the gap. Now that made a good sound off the bat and will race away. Cut away. Beautifully. Wonderfully done. It's gone all the way for a maximum.
Cuts that away nicely. Finds the gap. Will get the boundary.
This score, who knows?
Goes for that big one. Clears the long on boundary quite comfortably. What a shot. Came right from the meaty part of the bat. Goes for that pull again. This time finds that outside edge. As Bangladesh wrap things up. Bundling out New Zealand A for 147. And the man on screen.
And Bangladesh will need 148 runs from 300 deliveries. They've got 10 wickets in hand. Bangladesh A.
So the umpires, they're making their way to the middle. 𝗏 was exquisite.
Spirits up. They finished on a bit of a high. As he gets ready for the first ball of the second innings. Played nicely into the gap at deep third. Wafted onto the offside. Beautiful. Glorious. Again, driven. And will get back-to-back boundaries. A hat-trick of boundaries in this over. Driven beautifully. Fantabulous. Again, finds the gap. That long on region. Played over the top. Just pure timing. One bounce, it reaches to the fence. Fielder. Again, this time straight to the hands of the fielder at deep square leg.
Only finding the fielder at deep backward square. He plays this shot so often. Keep the pressure on. Oh, great shot. Once again shortened wide outside the off.
Coming down the track, playing it over the top. Gets enough timing on it. He batted beautifully. Driven. Enamul gets in on the act. Slower ball, and once again, it's driven. Coming down the track, playing it over the top.
New Zealand, and he was also a part of the Bangladesh national side as the
A bus to continue. Full toss on the pads. Easy pickings by Enamul. And he will get a boundary. Short ball down the leg side. Maidhu Lonkon says.
he goes after the bowler. That's flying a long way for 6.
Foxcroft to continue. Enamul Haq Bijoy goes for that slog sweep. Top edge fielder at fine leg. Completes a good catch in the end.
To send back the set batter. It ballooned up straight in the sky, and Clark was the fielder. That's 6.
Lads. No
in these conditions. That's a great shot. Straight down the ground. Is it over the top? It is. The confirmation comes from Tanveer Ahmed.
Again, there is a fielder there. Goes over his head. Ongun gets another maximum. His third six of the innings.
He plays it beautifully, and that's the victory for Bangladesh. They go on to beat New Zealand A in the first ODI of New Zealand A tour of Bangladesh. The match summary: Bangladesh won by 7 wickets and leading the series by 1-0. And the next match will take place day after tomorrow at the same time, the same ground. We're inviting everyone.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃𝗵𝗴𝗲 app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃𝗵𝗴𝗲.com.